Yo, what's the word, Nick?
What's going on, man? Bringing the business, man. We back in the house, man. How you been doing, bro?
Man, I'm chilling like a villain, man. I can't complain about nothing, man. Everything
Hey,
all good.
hey, before we start though, man, we need to man, appreciate everybody who been subscribing to the page, man. Hey, we gonna keep giving y'all a little hot stuff here and there, man, and try to bring something every single day. Well, man, I'll make sure you hit that subscribe button, share, like, do all that stuff, man. We still doing our thing out here, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey man, I kind of just want to pick your brain on man with the latest stuff that's been going on. Obviously, Super Bowl is tomorrow. The latest little draft. I mean, free agent stuff that's been going on, man. Pick your brain on what you've been thinking about it, man.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you where I wanna what I want to talk about real quick.
Go
How
ahead.
is it? And I don't have a horse in the race, so I'm not upset that I'm saying a person won or anything like that. But how is it that you can win MVP, right, of the league? Shout out to Josh Allen for winning MVP. Again,
Mhm.
I like Lamar Jackson for it or whatever the case may be, but I'm not tripping either way or whatever. But this is what I am tripping about. How is it that you can make MVP without being first team All Pro?
Well, see, I think the reason why he won it. I mean, I don't agree that he won it. I think Lamar should have won it, but and that's no knock against Josh Allen either. I like Josh Allen. I think he's a great quarterback, just a great football player in general. But I think most valuable player is based off of you meant the most to your team, as in winning. Like did he have more passing yards than Lamar? No. Even more rushing yards? No. But I feel like they're basing it off of what he lost as far as personnel, as far as players, and he still was able to do what he did for his
No,
team.
no, but and I get what you're saying. Not to cut you off, I'm not. I don't have an issue with him winning the MVP. But I'm
Hmm.
saying if you are the most valuable player in the league for this particular,
Hmm.
you should be the best at your position for that year. So if
No, you shouldn't though. That's the thing. That's what they're saying though. I mean, I'm not. I'm agreeing with you on what you're saying, but I'm saying they're not basing it off of that. They're basing it strictly off of you. If they took you off that team, those amount of wins that you all had would have never happened. You are the
okay,
most
so look,
valuable.
let me give you another example to shed some more light on this.
Hmm.
When Mark Gasol won Defensive Player of the Year,
Hmm.
he was second team All Defense.
Yeah,
How can you win Defensive Player of the Year and you're not even a top defender at your position, bro?
but that's the thing. I agree with you on that. So he shouldn't have won Defensive Player of the Year, but MVP is totally different. So you're mixing them. Defensive Player of the Year, he shouldn't have won it. But what I'm saying is with MVP, it has to do with what I just said. That's their criteria of it, is because he's the most valuable player on that particular team. You know
I,
what I'm saying? Without him doing what he did, you know what I'm saying, that team would have never got to the heights that they got to.
yeah, but
So
if we look at MVPs and what usually MVP is or what usually MVP stands for or whatever like that, you are typically like to a certain extent you had the best year as a player in this league. You know
not
what I'm saying?
necessarily. Not because think about this.
I don't know though.
Think about the years when Steve Nash won. Who's supposed to win that other than Steve Nash?
You're right, Kobe. Kobe and Shaq. Shaq won the year.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's why you hear controversy behind that MVP, behind the MVP. That's why people have an issue with the MVPs that he won.
Yeah, I get it, but
People
they basing it
recognize
off
him
of
as a dope basketball player and what he
yeah.
was, but people like, come on, man, you was not the best in the league this year when you had other people that was doing. You know what I'm saying? And I get what you're saying because his team success, and if you took him
Yeah.
off the team, what that team would have been. I get that, but
Hmm.
when it comes to the superstars in the league, whether it's football or basketball, if you take them off, if you take any superstar off their team, you're gonna see how much it impacts that team, though, Nick.
But I guess they saying that his impact was more that year. Just like they saying Josh Allen impact was more this year than it was of a Lamar Jackson or Saquon Barkley or, you know what I'm saying, whoever else was in the race, you know what I'm saying, to win it, to potentially win it. His impact was more. And that's what they basing it off of. Like even the times when Mike probably should have won MVP every year. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't give it to him. They gave it to other players. You know, it sometimes it got to do with like redundancy. Like we just can't keep giving it to
yeah,
the same person.
what they call voters fatigue.
Yeah,
And
like
I
you
get
can't just
that.
give it to the same person.
I want to go to that in 1 minute too. But think about this, right? Think about this. And okay, and I want to confirm that with Steve Nash, but I believe I'm right with this. Usually, the MVP, right? Even if you feel that they're not necessarily the exact best player in the league that year or whatever, but usually in most cases, right? Besides these ones that we're speaking about, and that's why we in an uproar about it. Usually in most cases, the MVP makes first team, whether it's the NBA or the NFL. You see what I'm saying? So even if they're not the exact best player in the league, like for instance, let's go to my guy. Let's go to Russ, right? When he won his MVP in 16 or 17, whatever, he wasn't the best player in the league. You still had LeBron in the league. You still had the KD, or whoever were the best players, right?
Right.
But he made first team All NBA. You get what I'm saying? Like when Harden won his MVP, he wasn't the best player in the league, but he was first team All NBA. You get what I'm saying? So how are you not one of the top 5 players in the league, but you the MVP? I don't get that.
I mean, and the thing is like I completely understand what you're saying and where you're coming from with that. It's just based off of that's your criteria, what you feel like it should be. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in the past that I mean it was that too, but you still holding on to that specific criteria of this the way it should be. When obviously they're not looking at it like that no more. You know what I'm saying? They're just strictly looking at I think more so it's like a popularity thing. I think that factors into it. I also feel like it's voter fatigue. They can't just keep giving it to the same person over and over again. And then it's also their view of what they feel the most valuable player is for that year. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're going off of. So it's like, yeah, I agree with you that if you're the MVP, you should be one of the top players in the league. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, technically he is. He was second team all pro. You know,
Yeah.
technically, I mean, but so you can't say he wasn't so it'd be different if he won MVP and he wasn't on any type of all pro team. No, that'd be different. But he did make an all pro team. It just wasn't first team. So I mean, they can argue that too. Like, well, he is all pro though. He just didn't make the first cut. But he made the second cut.
I got a problem. I mean, obviously I ain't got no say so or not, but I got a problem with that.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying.
If you MVP, you should be one of the top 5. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, like the NFL, like the in it, like okay, if you the MVP in the NFL, you should make first team. That's just what I believe. Same thing with NBA. If you the defensive player of the year in the NBA, you should be the top defender in your position.
I get what you're saying. It's just the fact that that's not how they looking at it.
And then I get what you was finna touch on when you said they get tired of voting for, like they say they call it voters fatigue. Like I watch it happen to Giannis. You know what I'm saying? Where it was like he was having these monster seasons, but then kind of fizzle out in the playoffs or have an issue. You know what I'm saying? And people like, you know what? You're not getting no more of these awards until you get over the hump. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that shouldn't matter though, because it should be a regular season award. So it shouldn't matter. It should matter, but
how much of it? Look, let's think about
this.
That's
unfair though. That's unfair though. Think about it though. It's unfair.
But look at something. I thought about something, right? I want to know when the votes go in for in particular this NFL. When did the votes go in? Because it's mighty funny that the award is not announced until it's Super Bowl week. So even though it's supposed to be a regular season award, did they let the playoffs play out first before they
I
voted on
mean,
the award?
maybe you should look it up. See when do they vote on it? I mean, it should you should be able to Google that and see when do they vote on the MVP and all the different awards? Because it's all a regular season award. It's not considered a playoff award. So when do they vote on it?
I'm trying to see if I can get it now. Yeah, but because it's funny that and I guess Josh Allen did, but he beat Lamar. So I wonder,
Mhm.
did that factor in when they chose which one of them?
I mean, it's a regular season, right?
No, he beat them in the playoffs. Remember, that's what
I don't
knocked
think
him out.
that shouldn't factor in. That shouldn't factor in it because it's a regular season award, so it shouldn't factor in.
Yeah, so I want to see when that shit went in. So I'm gonna research that and see when the votes went in. So what do
So
you
hey,
think?
go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I want to see what you're about to say.
I was gonna say. So what do you think about when it comes to the MVP? It's still pretty much a quarterback driven award. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You may get a running back here and there win it or whatever like that, but other than that, if you are a receiver, tight end, or whatever like that, obviously offensive lineman or whatever, like you pretty much don't have no chance of winning this award.
No. You offensive line, you ain't never winning no MVP award. Defensive
And even
line, you ain't. You know what I'm saying? This gonna be. It'll be rare. You got to have 30 sacks for you to win
no,
MVP of
because
the
you
league.
got because we're the win MVP. Yeah, yeah.
So you win MVP.
I say defensive player, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're
I
right.
know MVP. You gotta go do something crazy to win MVP of the league. Because
Yeah,
I mean, to me, I consider Saquon MVP.
correct.
He won Offensive Player of the Year, but I thought he had an MVP a year. I feel like if you took Saquon off of that team, they don't reach to the heights that they reach right now. They don't. They a run heavy team because of him, because of the yards he put up. You can give Saquon the ball on 30 15 when it's
Hmm.
supposed to be a passing down. You know what I'm saying? That's a game changer. You know what I'm saying? But hey,
And
you
they
know,
give that position to a running back or whatever like that, but usually that 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 MVP is usually a quarterback.
yeah.
Now I'm looking through the history of the Offensive Player Award, right? I'm looking through the history of that award. All you see is running backs and quarterback. I see Jerry Rice on here as far as the wide receiver. Jerry Rice
Mhm.
again. Jerry Rice again. So Jerry Rice got it twice. Michael Thomas got it in from New Orleans in 2019. Cooper Cup got it. Justin Jefferson got it. Other than that, it's dominated by all running backs and quarterbacks. That's the
Well, let me
offense.
ask you. So what do you get as a? Do they have a award for like top offensive lineman of the year or something like that? Do they
I
have
don't
anything
think,
like that?
I don't think so. I know college football
I know
does.
college do it. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
college
but
do it.
I don't think um I don't think they do.
Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy. I don't know. I don't know what to say to that.
So if you are offensive lineman, you really I guess your award is
Your contract, nigga.
yeah, that's what I was just saying, your paycheck.
Yeah, your paycheck. You get compensated for being a top offensive lineman from that. You know what I'm saying? That, but other than that, yeah, you not getting no award. I mean, not to my knowledge, you aren't.
Yeah, but nothing can happen without me.
Exactly. Exactly. Quarterback can't throw the ball. Running back can't get no yards. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a great. I mean, it's shown. Look at the Bears this year. This nigga got sacked 170 times. I mean, obviously, I'm exaggerating, but still, I mean, you could be a good quarterback, but if you can't get the ball off, what difference does it make? You know what I'm saying? We had a trash offensive line. By we, I mean the Chicago Bears. I know you're not a Bears fan, but I'm just saying, like, had a trash offensive line, and so that position, those positions matter, but they get no recognition other than getting the contract. That man, now they ranked though. Obviously they're ranked, but I mean they don't get no award for it. You can say such and such Trent Williams is one of the top offensive linemen, left tackles or whatever. You hear that, but there's no award attached to it.
So I'm looking here. So okay, the built for tough offensive line of the year. So I guess it's an offensive line of the year that they kind of try to give to.
But no specific one though.
Yeah. So they give it to an offensive line. So yeah, but no specific play. And I think that award, I don't know if that's necessarily an NFL award. Well, they say
Hmm.
it was first awarded in 2000. Oh, okay. It has not been given out since the 2018 season, and it's only been given out 3 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And again, that's to a whole team. That's a whole offensive line opposed to one player getting an award.
Right, right. That's crazy to me, man. I mean, they consider the quarterback as. I mean, you see this all the time. The quarterback is the most important piece on the team. That's why he get paid the most money.
Right, especially like their left tackle,
Hmm.
who's there to protect the quarterback's blind side.
I mean, well, yeah, most of the time, unless you got a left hand quarterback.
Right, right, and then I guess it's the right tackle at
Yeah.
that point. But
Hmm.
yeah, so you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's that. So do you think that voters fatigue is fair?
I don't think it's fair now. I mean, if you the best player consistently every year, you the best player. I mean, it is what it is. That's just like I mean, I'll pattern that to say, like, if me and you get in a fight and I keep losing, like I can't just get the win just because I gotta beat you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't fair. I mean, that's just the way it is, man. I don't think it's fair to do that.
But that's really a thing.
I mean, it's a thing, absolutely. Because I think that's because of what you call it, media and like fans or whatever saying like, man, so he's gonna keep getting it, huh? Yeah, if he just the MVP every year, if he the best player every year, yes, he's supposed to keep getting. Like you can't just give it to somebody else just because he's the best player.
So what do you say about the people who say Mike would have got it every year then?
He should have. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, if he's the best player, he should have got it every year. Right? I mean, what is there to say? You can't just give it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because like, we just can't give Mike 6 MVPs in a row. Yes, you can. You got to beat the man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be better than him. I mean, it ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But
Yeah.
everything is being politically correct. You know what I'm saying? And trying to, it goes back to that mentality now that everybody need to get an award. Everybody need to be feels. No, you shouldn't feel nothing.
Everybody want a participation trophy.
Yeah, everybody shouldn't get anything. If you know what I'm saying, if you the thing is in youth sports, I understand. In youth sports, because you came out and played and you actually made it through the season, you should get an award. That's youth sports.
But that award should be a trophy or something like a
Yeah, yes. I
just
mean,
acknowledging that you made the
yes,
team or that you did that. But
yes.
the best player should get a best player award.
Yeah. And if he the best player every year on that team, he's the best player on that team. Like it ain't what are we talking about? So 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 BJ gonna keep getting the best player? Yes, yes, because he's the best player of the team. Yeah, it's just because his coach's son. No, it's not. You see the games just like we see the games. He's the best player on the team. Like it's nothing we can talk about. I can go sit in the stands right now and he still be the best player in the team. it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it goes.
Hey, and it's funny. Let me show you. Let me tell you what I did today. So he had a basketball game today, right? Played
Hmm.
played pretty well and everything like that. So down the stretch, they were tied 8-8. You know what I'm saying? The final seconds or whatever. And
Hmm.
he got fouled in the shooting motion. Went to the line. So I pulled my camera out. He's not. You know what I'm saying? He's learning the game. Put it that way. You
Yeah.
know. So I ain't finna tell you, man. He was. So I pulled my camera out. I said, I want to see if he finna look up and hit one of these free throws. He get 2 free throws. So I recorded, and he missed the free throws, right?
Okay.
And so that the game ended in a tie.
Okay.
Like I said, he played a good game. He hit a bass, because the game was 8-8. So he in
Hmm.
third grade. Game was 8-8. He scored 2 of the 8 points or whatever like that earlier. But uh, so after that game, instead of me racing the video, like dang, he ain't hit the shot, because I was ready to go crazy if he hit one of them shots to win the game.
Hmm.
Yeah, congratulated him on a great game, man. You played good defense. You hit your shot, did whatever. Come on, let me show you this. You missed that free throw. You could have won the game with that.
Hmm.
Now you know what you need to work on, right? So now when you in a position like this again, you can get up here and you can hit these free throws.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm saying like, even at that young age, we gonna take defeat and we gonna learn from it. Or we gonna take
Hmm.
failure and we gonna learn from it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you could have helped your team. You could have won this game for your team. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm still extremely proud of the other things that you did in this game or whatever like that. But I also want to point out ways that you can get better.
Right. Yeah, so did you see? I like this though because it kind of fall into what our kids fall into right now. So I forgot what podcast he was on. I think he was on All the Smoke, and they asked Gilbert Arenas about like, so how do you push your son? You know, what I'm saying how do he was like, well, I put him in positions where he has to fail. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? He said, but I also let him know that the what you get out of the game is totally different from what somebody else get out of the game. I'm like most people who in this game, they in it out of fear because they want to get out of this a specific situation. You don't have that. Like BJ don't have that. You know what I'm saying? Like BJ don't need to try to get out of no situation. He live in a two-parent household. He pretty much get what he want. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't playing the game because you trying to, man, I want to get my family out of poverty. You're not playing it for that. You got to play it out of pure love. You know what I'm saying? You got to just love the game. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be the situation for him. And like even my son, like they didn't come from where we came from. Well, we played and we did certain things because we wanted to, we saw other things, you know what I'm saying, that we was trying to get ourselves up out of. Like and that's just a big difference from our generation and their generation.
You
You know
know,
what I'm
you,
saying?
you know, I heard it said. I can't remember. I was talking to somebody. I can't recall who it was. They said that basketball is now a a middle to high class game. It said if you kind of look at the kids who coming into the league now,
Hmm.
a lot of them don't have that same struggle story that people used to have. I want to get my mama out of poverty. I want to do this. I want to do that. A lot of these guys are former players' kids, or
Yeah.
a lot of these guys. You get what I'm going. What
Hmm.
I'm saying? Like it ain't
Hmm.
about the struggle like it used to be.
It's
Well,
about it's about how much money you got to get to training and you know what
right.
I'm saying?
That's what
That's what
I
it's
say.
about.
So that's why I
Yeah.
say it's a middle class game now, or even you know what I'm saying, the higher class people. So like you said, it's pretty much how much money you got to get your kid to where you want them to get.
Yeah.
How
Because
much? How
he
much?
can have talent.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
but won't get the exposure no more because everything is about, like you said, about the exposure, about the trainings that you can get, the equipment that you can
Hmm.
get, and all of that stuff now. So a lot of these kids ain't getting it out the mud no more.
Nah, a lot of it, so like you said, it got to do with do your parents are your parents able to put you in a position to succeed?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it's pretty much is. And the thing is, like with us, because I mean, obviously we ain't no, X anything as far as like that, but we just got to be able to. I mean, the thing is, like I mean, and me and you talked about this before a while ago. When Nick was uh maybe before he even got into high school, and I talked to you about. I don't look at the stuff that I do for him as like I'm spending a lot of money. I look at it as an investment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how we got to look at it. Like, yeah, this shit is gonna cost. This shit gonna cost. Like you gonna see too. Like the more and more he get into shit, you know what I'm saying? He get in that upper level now because right now he ain't really upper level.
Right.
He in third grade. Once he start getting sixth, seventh, eighth grade, and you're gonna have to take him to these camps, you know what I'm saying? These big man camps and all these trainers and shit, you're gonna see like this shit gonna add up every week. He going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Every summer he going to some type of camp or something like that. So he gonna add up. What type of cleats he gonna have to use? What type of this? You know what I'm saying? And well, he gonna want this for his helmet. And he gonna want this. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna add up. But it's like it's an investment if he shows that he's into it like that.
And look, let me tell you something, right? So I'm finishing up my master's in physical education, right? So
Yeah.
I'm at the point right now I'm doing student teaching in a high school, right?
Hmm.
And I made a post the other day on social media. I say, man, you parents are raising some sloths. You know what I'm saying? And I said that because I'm in PE. Bro, these kids just want to lay the fuck around, bro.
Yeah.
They just want to lay around. Like you like literally. Like if you tell them it's free time, like okay, today free day, literally they will go in the bleachers and lay down, bro. Or they gotta line up on their spots so we can take attendance and give the direction for the day. They be laid out. They be laid around. When you talk to them, I don't want to be here. Where you rather be in my bed? And what, you know what I'm saying? Like what the? And so I'm saying all this because you just said it. You just talked about it being an investment, right? So
Hmm.
obviously you want to invest in them. Um, if you think they have a chance of making it to the next level, which is college, or even if you think they got a chance to make the pros or whatever. So obviously
Right.
you want to make that type of investment, but you
Right.
also just want to make the investment in, and I'm speaking from a sports standpoint or activity standpoint, you're going to make the investment in them just so it can just help them out as human
Right.
beings, so just so they're not lazy humans, or
Hmm.
they're not, you know what I'm saying, ineffective
Yeah.
people.
Hmm.
So it's important to invest, invest in them for those reasons alone. You
Right.
know? So, but I'm like, man, these kids, they lay, they don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Just the average kid, bro. It's a basketball week and we lay basketballs out. They don't want to do nothing.
I mean, but we come from an era where cell phones wasn't big in our era. You know what I'm saying? Like cell phones started getting big when we was in like high school, later on in high school, you know what I'm saying, college and stuff. So when you threw a ball out, we did something it was activity for us. It was something to do. Now they so used to like when they at home, laying in their bed, scrolling social media. That's what they're used to doing. Everything for them is it's so laid back and accessible for them where it's nothing for them to do. They're used to just doing nothing. And the thing is, the parents are doing the same thing. You go if when you go in a household, and I hate to see this, and I really do hate to see this. You go in a household, everybody on their cell phone, everybody looking down at their cell phone, everybody looking at,
And that's
you know what
why
I'm saying?
not to cut you off for let you keep. That's what my old lady, man. We be eating dinner or something at the table. She make everybody, include myself, put your phone up, and you know what I'm saying. Because other than that, like, you're right. It's
Yeah,
four of us in my household. We'll be sitting here at the dinner table, not
everybody on
talking,
the phone.
not talking to each other, and we be on the phone. And she'll
Yeah,
just snap. Everybody put y'all phones up. Everybody phone up. And we all huffing and puffing or whatever like that. But we put your phone up, Now we interacting and talking to each other.
Exactly. And it's something it has to start at home because it's learned behavior. If you at home and that's what happens, so when you go to school, you're used to that. So when you throw a basketball out, and think about this, like when we was growing up, that's what you did. You either went outside, it was a court somewhere near, or you went out to the alley, or you played ball.
You made
Somebody,
one.
yeah, or you had somebody brought out their rim from the crib, and we played ball, or we threw the ball around football, softball. It there's that's a lost art, really. Go on any block right now. Go on your block right now. Can you throw out a ball right now? People gonna start coming outside playing ball.
I could have a rim out there right now. If I set a rim out there in the street, I'll come back out there, and I know it's a little cold now, but I'm thinking if this April, May, whatever like that, man, that ball and rim is possibly
You're gonna just sit there.
You know, I went to a funeral this morning, right? One of the older gentlemen in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? He was like 60, early 61, 62. But I knew his family, and and he was just somebody in the neighborhood. So I went to that funeral this morning, and I took my son with me because it was right before his game. So I just stopped in there, paid my respects or whatever like that before I was taking him to his game. And he was just kind of looking and whatever like that because people was, oh man, oh you look Brian, huh? You look, you know what I'm saying? Woo. And so he kind of like, who's that, Dad? Who's that? And I explained something to him in the car. I say, son, it's unfortunate that you won't ever be in a position like this. Like in my neighborhood, if somebody passes away that's from the neighborhood, it's like a mini reunion in the hood.
Yeah.
It's like because you get there, you see the older guys, you see people's kids, you see the girls we grew up with, you see, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, it's like the whole community come out because we was outside, bro. So we got to meet each other. We got to, you know what I'm saying? We got memories of, I remember I came on your block and we did this, or I remember we did this and we did that. My kids don't even know the kids on the block. The few kids on the block, they don't even know them.
Yeah. I mean, it's the good and bad. It's the good and bad with technology. I mean, obviously, it's a lot of good that came from technology. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that we ain't got to go to no encyclopedia and find stuff. You know what I'm saying? You just go on your phone and pick up, and I love that. But it's the good and the bad with it. Because I mean, I find myself at times where I put my phone up because I'll be like, man, I'm just sitting down and looking at this phone all day. You know what I'm saying? I put it up. So I mean, it's good and bad because you have no social interaction with nobody.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? It's no social interaction. I mean, I'm a loner bad nature I am. I know I am, you know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with that. But I still understand that, like, man, I ain't gonna say social media, but the technology has enabled everybody to be uh what you call it, introverts, so to speak. Because all you do is sit there with your cell phone.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why these kids are like they are. And then, like I said, the parents are the same way. Because the way we grew up, we're not teaching our kids to grow up that same way. We got our cell phones in our hand just like them.
Yep.
So, I mean, you can't really blame the kids. Because think about this. Your son and your daughter, for the most part, they are a direct reflection of what you and your wife teach them, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing to go with them, with the kids that you are encountering.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how it goes. From birth, they are a sponge on what they see us do, what they are being taught from us. You know what I'm saying? And what they're seeing and being taught is that. So, I mean, that's what you're going to get. And there's nothing you can do about it because you're a teacher that sees with them, what, 6, 7 hours?
Yep.
There's nothing you can do. Sorry. And I hate to say that, but you may touch a couple people. You may touch a couple people, but for the most part, if it's ingrained in them at home, it's going to be super hard for you to get across to them.
But so what do that mean? Do that mean you don't attempt it?
Because obviously you attempt it.
because I was told something the other day, right? And
Mhm.
I don't know how I felt about being told this, but
Mhm.
I was talking about a kid who gets in trouble all the time, right? But
Mhm.
a very good basketball player got kicked off the team, everything like that.
Mhm.
Me, you know me, the football coach, and me, like, boy, Shorty probably about 6'1", maybe about 175. You know what I'm saying? Good
Mhm.
athlete, right? As a
Mhm.
sophomore.
Yeah.
So the football coach, and me, damn, that's a good ass safety or outside linebacker. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And so I was talking to somebody about him. I'm like, man, I wish he. And this person told me, well, I'm gonna just tell you, you know, you fresh into the teaching field or whatever like that. Don't take on no special projects. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, just come
Mhm.
to your job and go. I don't know how I felt about that because, like, somebody got to take on some of these kids sometime, right?
I think so. I agree with you. I agree that I would listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think nobody's a lost cause. But it becomes a lost cause to the point where if you try to be that for that person and they constantly show you, you know what I'm saying, then it's like, okay, well, at least I tried. You know what I'm saying? Because I did that with a number of kids when I was doing security at the high school. You know what I'm saying? I would take a liking to some kids and be like, man, I see the potential in him, not just sports wise, but just, academic wise. You just see like that, man, this kid is a smart kid. You know what I'm saying? Like he going down the wrong road right now, but he's smart. And you try, but and I can give you an example, which is I mean, I give you a sad story.
Oh
You know,
yeah, I think I know what you're going to say about the kids with the shoes.
yeah,
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 you told our audience about that story.
yeah. I mean, it was sad
You told that.
situation for them, man. You know what I'm saying? But you still try. You
Like you
still
said,
try.
and if they show you different, then you can kind of
Yeah, you can wash your hands of it.
wash your hands. But maybe the kid is in a situation where nobody did take him under his wing before.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I'm just saying maybe nobody specifically pulled him to the side and said, "I'm gonna be this kid's mentor. Or I'm gonna be this kid's whatever like that." Maybe he hasn't received that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm just saying maybe that's the case.
Right. I mean, I look at it like this, like even if so, say for instance, like with this specific kid, you want to do that. I think my advice would be to come to that kid and let him know, look, I see this in you. And if you give me a chance to help you and mentor you towards, achieving the goal that, you probably will want for yourself, man, I'm here for you. And then you see how he responds to that. Now, if he respond like, man, whatever, you know what I'm saying, or he say, man, okay, I'll try, and he actually trying. Now, would he mess up here and there? You know what I'm saying? I mean, all kids gonna do that. But if he show you complete defiance of it, oh man, you ain't nothing you can do about it. I think most kids want that type of guidance.
Correct.
But I also feel like you can't make it seem like you only doing it because you think that, he a good athlete. Now you should be doing it just because you think he gonna be you gonna mold him into a good human
Person.
being.
Your person. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then the byproduct of that is him, man, get on the football field, do this, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
But to be totally honest about this particular situation, I haven't
Mm-hmm.
really dove into him as a person. I what I'm thinking came strictly off me seeing his athleticism and hearing that he's a troublemaker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, damn boy, you don't know how much you're wasting the talent that you had. And I did have that conversation with him. Like
Mm-hmm.
I watched him play basketball and he dribbling and he directing the other kid to cut. The kid don't know what he telling him. He telling him
Mm-hmm.
cut. The kid don't know the cut. The kid finally cut. He hit him with a dime that these other kids they don't know that shit yet. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Shorty know the game. He know you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, if somebody just you know somebody just cuff him because like they say like when he was on the team before he got kicked off the team basketball, he was at every practice, he was at whatever. It's just off the court, he bad. He just do shit
That's
off the court.
so you got to appeal to that first. Then you got to appeal to the person. That's how you gonna
Mhm.
get him is appeal to the person. Don't take sports out of it altogether. Don't even mention sports. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with you at home? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? How's the home life? How you feeling today? What's your mental health like look like? What you got to go through throughout the course of the day, even before you get to school, when you leave school. You know what I'm saying? How do you get your homework done? Is there a space for you to do homework? Like those things you got to appeal to because everybody gonna say something to him based off his talent, his natural ability. But when you hit okay, just the person himself, and he sees that you care about that, everything else may open up for him or for you. I mean, as a being a mentor, you know what I'm saying? That'll open up. But the more you bring up, cause I bet you everybody said something about sports initially. He know he talented in sports. You know what I'm saying? Most people know they got talent. You got to appeal to him as a person.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
where you gonna get it. That's where you
Cool.
gonna get him at.
Cool. Yeah, so you know, you like I just mentioned something about these kids not necessarily getting it out the mud no more.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I hope I don't know this, but I hope it's not a situation where the kids who do got to get it out the mud are getting left behind because they don't have the other stuff, the trainers and the stuff to be you know getting exposure and stuff like that. I hope they still are given the opportunities that these other kids who do have the parents who's able to send them to these camps or send them to different trainings or get them different equipment.
I think this. I'm a firm believer. If you really want it, you gonna get it, regardless of your situation. You know, you gonna find a way. You know what I'm saying? You'll find a way to do it. You know, I firmly believe that. You know, what God had for you is for you.
Yes, I
You know what
agree.
I'm saying? So it's like, regardless if you ain't the person who got a dad who can spend $10,000 to $20,000 a year on you to do these things, it'll be a way. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a way. Because think about it like this. I've seen people who in different programs, and I go to Midwest Boom. I've seen people in programs like that where when they see talent, come on,
Yeah, yeah, they're down and let you on free.
free. No, it ain't no damn there. It's free.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? When they see that talent, they gonna find a way. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna get the training and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? When they see the talent. As long as you're a good kid though.
right.
You're a good kid, you know what I'm saying? You get the talent, you just gotta keep working. Somebody gonna find you. You know what I'm saying? So now will some of them slip through the cracks, you know what I'm saying, and don't make it? I think that has to do with just their determination of not making it. You know what I'm saying? If you determined to do it, you're gonna get your foot in the door somewhere.
And if you really that good,
Oh yeah.
no, because some people, I guess, it just really wasn't, you
Yeah.
know, man, that good or whatever. But if you really that good, and you really that determined, and you really work hard and stuff like that, I agree with you. Because you know, I always use the phrase, "If you rare, they'll find you.
Yeah. They're gonna find you.
If you rare, they'll find you." Man, let me tell you this for you about it. So again, I told you I had basketball this week, right? As far as my student teaching goes. So I broke the groups down, like, excuse me, when it was time for gameplay, you know, because we worked on
Hmm.
different skills and stuff like that. Then the last couple of days we did actual gameplay. And I broke it down from the good, you know, the people who actually play basketball opposed to the beginners of the sport. So
Hmm.
the other, okay, so y'all go down on this end of the court. So one class in particular, it was nine. It was nine good, decent to good basketball players, right, in this particular class.
Hmm.
So I broke it down and I told them, I say, well, what you guys gonna do is while I'm working with the other ones and we gonna run a little game down here, down there where y'all are, y'all gonna do a 3-on-3 tournament, right? Y'all gonna do 3-on-3 tournaments. Nine of y'all broke the teams down into threes, right? And I told them, I say, I say, but it's only I say it's a catch to it. I say the only catch is you guys. I say it's because that way the other team don't be waiting forever. I say y'all going to 5 by ones, right? I say every shot, every score has to come inside the 3-point line. Can't take
Mm-hmm.
threes to win this game. Oh man, what you bro? Do you know how long that game went? Because they was confused, like they didn't know
Mm-hmm.
what else to do, so to speak.
Right.
And the one kid that figured that know how to play the mid range game, you know what I'm saying? He on the basketball team, know how to play the. He complained at first, but he know how to play the mid range a little bit. He ran through the whole. He ran through every team. Every team I put out there, he beat them. Playing the mid range. Other ones were lost like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Like you take the 3-point line away from them, that made that game that much difficult. But at first, I'm thinking it's gonna make the game speed up because I watched them play basketball. They shoot all them threes and be broke.
Mm-hmm.
So you watch a varsity, a 21, go on for the whole 50-minute class because all they doing is shooting these broke ass threes.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
I'm like, no, this ain't finna go long. So y'all got to shoot in the inside. I'm thinking that's gonna speed the game up, not knowing all it did was confuse them.
Right. But that's the game today, though. You know what I'm saying? That's the game. This is why it's so hard for me to watch the NBA. Like you can ask man, ask my girl. Sometimes I'll be like, man, turn the game off. Turn it off. Because I can't it frustrates me. You know who I like to see to play? Who I like to see play? Like their actual team, OKC.
Yeah,
I love to watch them play. You know what I'm
Shea
saying?
killing shit
I,
inside that midi game, don't he?
and what's the name too? Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams.
You know what I'm saying? My thing, I love to watch them play because it's a good mixture of both. Now, I'm not saying they don't take threes, but it's a great mixture of both. They don't mind taking a two. They don't mind driving to the hole, just pulling up on mid range. The game now is every team is a cookie cutter, except for them. Everything is a cookie cutter of I see people drive all the way to the basket.
And kick it out.
B. When I see that, I cut the game off. I cut the game the fuck off. I'm not gonna even lie to you.
Be
That
right
shit.
there. Be right there at the hole, nigga.
You could damn do a finger roll, and they throw the ball all the way back out to the 3-point line. What the fuck is going on right now?
And
But
see,
that's the game though.
but see, Golden State sent motherfuckers off.
Yeah.
Right? And reason I say that, Golden State made you think that that's what they was doing. But if you watch their game, watch them back cuts and them, you know what I'm saying? Them threes
Yeah.
just broke your back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the threes just bury you or whatever. But throughout the course of the game, it was the midi and the cuts and the
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? All that why they was winning.
Yeah. You forget about the Iguodala's.
Yeah.
You forget about what.
Even when KD was there.
Yeah,
KD
KD was there.
was in the mid range.
What was the dude that played? Well, all he did was mid range.
Livingston.
Sean Livingston.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, I mean, but they don't see that though. They don't see that. Like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson fucked the game up. And I hate to say that because I love both of them as players. But they fucked the game up. Now every team think they could do the same fucking thing, come down, shoot up threes or whatever. You got coaches like, man, we want you to put up 63s in the game or so 73s in the game. You know, that's a good probability of us winning if you man, come on, man. That's just stupid as fuck, man.
I watch certain players go like and like literally I've seen this. Like the Jason Tatums, the was Hardens and people like that go like 5 for 21, right?
Mm-hmm.
And be like 1 for 13 from 3.
Yeah.
So it means you were 4 for 8 or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you was 4 for 8 from inside the 2. But
and
you
kept shooting threes.
And you kept shooting 3. Like
and you just kept shooting them motherfuckers.
How do that make sense?
Hey, what the nigga saying when you hooping, nigga, you open for a reason.
Yes.
You know? You open for a reason,
That
motherfucker.
they used to tell you, know your personnel, man.
Hell yeah.
Know who you out here with, man. Like, he open. Yeah, nigga, he open
Yeah.
for a reason.
He open for a reason, nigga. See it. Fuck you talking about. Stop passing that motherfucker the ball right there.
Hey, real quick before we get out of here, give me your
Yeah.
Super Bowl prediction, man. I know we didn't win something everywhere.
Hey, like 2 years ago, I wanted them to win, and I'm gonna go to them again. Eagles. I want them to
I'm going
win,
with you.
man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going with the Eagles. I'm going, and like I don't have a dog in the race.
Yeah.
Or
I
a
mean,
horse.
I'm an Eagles fan, but still.
Yeah, and I'm a Hurts fan. So
Yeah,
I want to see
obviously.
Hurts. I want to see Hurts win. Hurts was always my favorite quarterback from Alabama.
Yeah.
And he's just the type of player, he's always been doubted. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He can't throw here, he can't do this, and he always just go work at whatever you
Yeah.
say he can't do.
And get better.
And he's just a winner. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see somebody like that be rewarded. And I'm not. I'm not a Patrick Mahomes fan, but I'm not a hater. Like I don't have nothing against him either. Like if he win,
he's a great quarterback.
Yeah, if he win, hey, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But he got his, and he got a chance to get there again, and all this, that, and up. Man, I want Hurts to go ahead and get him one, man.
Yeah, like you said, Hurts been doubted his whole career. So far as we've seen, his whole football career. Like you took him out of the championship game for Tua. I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm gonna ask you this question: in the NFL right now, which quarterback do you want, Tua or Hurts?
Hurts.
Exactly.
Hurts.
And that's no shit. That's not the shit on Tua because I love Tua. I think he's a good quarterback. But that motherfucker, you sneeze on him, he gonna catch it. He gonna get a motherfucking concussion.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about it like lightly. Like I mean, I don't want this man to be hurt or nothing like that. But if I pick one of them, I'm going with Hurts.
And I like Hurts' leadership. I like his work ethic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I like all that. I like how humble he is, and you know what I'm saying? This, that, and other. Even when that situation when he got benched in Alabama, man, he need to leave. He stayed another year.
Stayed, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then when he was ready to go to Oklahoma, all right, now I'm gonna go over here and show that I'm, a quarterback or whatever. So and then when he got to the league, oh no, he can't do this. He ain't no passing quarterback. He ain't this. He ain't. And shit, it's his second Super Bowl appearance.
Second one.
He would have won MVP if he didn't get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, my thing is this: you can talk shit if you want about, and not to shit on any of the other quarterbacks. You could talk shit about, man, Lamar better or Josh Allen better, Joe Burrow better. Nigga, 2 of the last 3 years, nigga, who in the Super Bowl?
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, I want the Eagles to win. I got them to win. Hopefully, we come out on top, Hey, he outplayed Mahomes the first Super Bowl he played him in.
Yeah, he had a costly
3 points.
He had a costly turnover down the stretch.
I mean,
but yeah, he did. That boy balled out in that. So I got the Eagles too. I think the Eagles is the overall better team as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think for them to win tomorrow, Saquon has to have a monster game.
He has to.
You know what I'm saying? Running that pill.
He has to.
Yeah, I think he got to have a monster game. And just Jalen, don't make no mistakes. Just play your game. Don't make no mistakes. No costly mistakes. Let Saquon run that ball and let that defense play.
I got you. Yeah, I'm with you.
I think that's the recipe for the Eagles winning that game tomorrow. So I'm going with the Eagles as well. On the flip side, if Mahomes win, that 3-peat will be tough. That and again, ain't no knock on him. I'm not a fan. I'm not a Mahomes fan, but I'm not a Mahomes hater either, or I don't have anything against him or nothing like that. That's a bad motherfucker, man.
So let me ask you this question right here, and obviously we can make this into something like a nice little short. If he gets 3-peat, do that put Mahomes over Brady as the GOAT?
No, and I'm gonna just say it. Mahomes, even with a 3-peat, Mahomes needs some more work to be considered the GOAT at quarterback.
Okay.
And again, that's not a knock on him because that'll be what, 4 chips?
4.
That'll be 4.
He only
It's
been in the
just
league 7 years, right? How many years he been in the
I
league?
understand, but we got to
Okay.
slow down
Okay.
because what if he don't never get back there again?
No,
You
I
know
feel
what I'm
you.
saying?
I just want
So
to. I want to put it out there.
you can't just because somebody did it faster or somebody did it whatever. You can't poo poo on my full body of work
Yeah, I feel you.
because if we look at the 4, ain't that how many Joe Montana got? 3 or 4. Let me look at that
Look
real
it up.
quick.
I want to say he got 4,
Because I know Jerry Rice got 5 chips. So did he get 4
but
with Mark?
he got one
He
with
got 1 with
Steve
Steve
Young.
Young.
Yeah, so he got
Okay.
4 with Joe.
So, and I'm just saying, like, it's people with 4 championships. It don't matter the way you did it, you know what I'm saying, or the speed that you did it in. So Joe Montana got 4 championships, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 regular MVPs, Offensive Player of the Year. You know what I'm saying? So it's other players kind of with your accolades. You know what I'm saying? Just
Whoever did the 3P though.
right. I mean, but that's like the first. I mean, that's like the only accolade that'll be entirely unique. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I'm
So
just putting it out there.
right, I get okay. To that, I'm gonna say Brady went and did it with another team.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
so, I think
I
you
feel
got
you.
Brady resume tough, bro. And
Yeah,
again, and this is not coming from a Tom Brady fan, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? I just respect what he did. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like
right.
I just respect what he did. I'm not saying because think about this. Brady got 7 championships, 5
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl MVPs, 3 regular MVPs, 2 Offensive Player of the Year, 3-time first team, 3-time second team, 15-time Pro Bowl, 5-time passing leaders, touchdown leader, 5-time touchdown leader, 5-time yards leader, 2-time passing rate leader, completion leader. You get what I'm saying? Like that man got a full resume. I
Yeah,
think again, if he 3-peat or whatever he did, he had 4 championships, 7 years, all of that's impressive. But it's still going to come down to your full body of work at the end of the day.
I feel you. I'm just throwing it out there because I'm gonna make it into a nice little short and see what people say. So I
Right.
want to throw it out there.
Got you.
That's all.
Bringing the business, baby. Peace.